Hello everyone, how are you today? I hope all of you are doing really good. And this is your teacher Nana. I'm here with you in another session for the class 5. And welcome to Swiflearn. Swiflearn is India's most sincere learning destination for the classes 1 to 10. Here we are providing 100% live and interactive classes, and we have the personalized attention batch with maximum 6 students. We have a dedicated academic mentor team to track and work on students' progress and covers all the syllabus as per the exam schedule and also handle custom requests. And here we have our key features that are the detailed progress report and self-learn academic test series, and you can take unlimited practice tests from here, and we have subjective tests for school exams. So get ready, book a free trial class today itself and get ready to explore the art of learning from SwiftLearn. And welcome everyone for today's session. So if you are new to this channel, please subscribe, press the bell icon, and you won't miss any important updates from us. So if you like the session, please like, comment, and share. So be positive and have fun. Please carry a notebook and a pen with you so you can take notes, and please try to follow my instructions. So today we are going to learn about the skeletal system. So in the previous chapter we learned about different organ systems. So today we are going to learn more about the skeletal system, the skull, limbs, backbone, rib cage and jawbone. So are you ready everyone? I hope you all are really ready and so excited and get ready everyone. So this is the different organ systems which is present in our body. So in the previous class, we discussed about the organ system. We also learned about the circulatory system. And today we are going to learn about the skeletal system, and we have other systems also in our body such as nervous system, respiratory system, digestive system and vascular system. Today we are focusing upon the skeletal system and we are beginning over here. So you can see a structure is over here and which is moving. That is the actual skeletal system which is present inside our human body. So this is a car look like without cover and parts. Just look at over here. There are no cover, no metallic coverings, no door, nothing. It's just the framework. And here, this is a wooden house which has also a framework. So we can see through the things, right? So inside, nothing is inside, which is just the framework. Or just like the wooden house and the car, there is a framework inside our body that is the skeletal system. So this is our body's framework. It is just look like this. And here we call it as a skeletal system. So please note down, this is your first point. We have a framework inside our body that is known as the skeletal system. And here you can see a person with the hair, the eyes, the organs, and the skin and the flesh. On the other part, nothing. It's just the bones, right? Skeletal system, which is only bones. So all the bones together form a framework to give the shape to our body. The framework it is called as the skeleton. So mainly, what is the main function? What is the duty of the bones? Do you know what is the duty of a bone? Which is actually giving a shape to our body. That is what which is known as the framework. And here, the skeletal system works in coordination with the vascular system to carry out various body movements. So, if you want to do any voluntary movements by using your body, you need the help of the skeletal system and the muscular system. They are just like the two sides of a single coin. Okay, they work together to perform all the actions. Then you can do anything as your wish. So here, but what actually the skeletal systems do? That is a relevant question. Can you give any answers for this one? So what is the exact duty of the skeletal system? So actually there are three duties which is carried out by the skeletal system. So please note down the first one is the shape, giving a proper shape to our body. And second one is a strength and the support. So if you need to do something, you need a proper strength and support to do that activity, right? So the skeletal system, which is responsible for giving such support and strength to our body. Not only that, which is actually protects our internal organs. For example, you can see the rib structure, which is on your chest area. That is the bony structure, which is known as the ribs. So you can see the heart, which is present inside the ribs. Okay. So the ribs is actually protecting the heart from the injuries. And here you can see a person is so happy. He is jumping, he's walking, he's running, he's doing a lot of activities by using his body. How it's possible? It is because of the skeletal system. So which helps the body to do various body movements. So if you have a good skeletal system, you can also do all the activities, right? Yes. So did you know an adult human body has 206 bones? So, but it's different for the babies. So, the babies are born with more than 300 bones. Okay. So, later on, when they will become an adult, so the bones will, like the tiny, tiny bones, they will join together and like frame up big bones. So, the number will decrease eventually. So now let's learn about some major bones. The first one, you can start from the top, that is the skull. So which is present over here. The skull is on our head. So the skull is a bony framework of our head which protects the brain. As I mentioned earlier, we have some internal organs such as the brain, heart, and lungs. All these are protected by the skeletal system. So, which is protects our brain and give a proper shape to our face. Okay? Give proper shape to our face. So mainly we have 22 bones. Please note down we have 22 bones. We can distinguish into two categories like these 222 bonds such as 8 and 14. So where are the 8 bonds and what are their duties? So the 8 bonds are present on your head around the brain. It is providing a protective framework to your brain. So that is the duty of those 8 bonds. And where are the 14, rest of the 14 bonds? So this 14 bonds makes your lower jaw, upper jaw and other facial structure. Is that clear? Yes. So we have 22 bones in total. 8 are divided and 80, the 8 bones are responsible for giving a protective framework around your brain and the 14 bones which is giving which makes the lower jaw, upper jaw and other facial structures. And do you know, except the jaw, lower jaw, all the other bones in your skull is immovable. It's constant. We cannot move them, but we can move the lower jaw. So even while I'm talking, my lower jaw is constantly moving. That is why I'm able to speak or talk. Or if I want to eat something, I can do with the help of the lower jaw. But look at the other parts. It's just constant. It cannot move and it is immovable. Now we are done with the skull and we are moving on with the limbs. You have two types of limbs, such as forelimbs and the hind limbs. Forelimbs means your hands and hind limbs means your leg. And here have the forelimbs, which means you have the humerus, ulna, and radius. Humerus, ulna, and radius. Humerus is the bone, is attached with the shoulders. And here you can see the joint here, the ankles. And after that, there is ulna and radius. So I hope you can see over here. Yes. So the radius is the inner part, the ulna is the other part. And here you can divide the whole forelimbs into two, such as the upper arm, the upper part, and the lower arm. So the upper arm is connected with the shoulder bone, and this is a single bone called humerus. Is humerus, and it is joined with the elbow. It is joined with the elbow, And you have the ulna and radius. Okay, you have the ulna and radius on the lower arm. And here you can see the wrist. I know you have the wrist, right? Just rotate your hips and see. It's connected with the joint, right? And it is movable. So the wrist is made up of so many small bones. Okay, the forelimbs coordinate with the small bones and joints, helps to perform various activities such as holding something right or it. So I want to hold this pen. Okay, so I'm using your wrist. I'm using my wrist, and which is made up of tiny bones. Okay, so this forelimb is coordinate with the muscles and these joints to do any of the activities which is carried out by your hand. So even if I want to hold this pen, I use the muscular system, the skeletal system, and the joints. And this time, let's learn about the hind limbs. The hind limbs, which are your legs, and we can divide this into two, the top one, the lower one. The top one is the femur, okay, the lower one is tibia and fibula. So these are the three structures which is present with your hind limbs. And as I mentioned earlier, we can divide into two. The top one, it is known as the femur. It is the longest bone in our body. So the femur is the longest bone in our body, and it's the thigh bone, and which is connected joint at knee, which is connected with the knee. And in the lower leg, you can see the fibula and tibia. These are the two bones. After this, you can learn about the ankle and foot. So ankle and foot is made up of small bones just like the wrist. Okay, I mentioned earlier the wrist is made up of small bones, right? And just same as that, the ankle and the foot is made up of so many small bones. And the hind limbs coordinate with the joints and the muscular system to do any of the tasks such as running, standing, jumping. So if you want to do any of the tasks by using your legs, you need the support from the muscular system, the joint, and the bones. And did you know the strongest bone of our body, femur, supports body weight during different activities? Okay, so it forms one fourth of the body weight. Sometimes you might heard that your body weight is most of your bone weight, which means your thigh bone, right? Your thigh bone, which is carried out like one fourth weight of your whole body, and which is supporting your body during all the activities like your body weight. Now we are going to learn about the backbone. Before that, I'm requesting you to do any of two tasks by using your forelimbs, do any three tasks by using your hind limbs. This is an obstacle course. So just stand up, let's do two activities by using your hand and do three activities by using your leg. Let's share up. Go ahead. I hope you did that and you are feeling so energetic now. And let's start with the backbone. So, the backbone, which is also known as the vertebral column, which starts from the all the way to your neck and start from your neck and goes all the way until your backbone. So as you can see on the screen, it's a long, straight but little bit curved one. So which is made up of 33 smaller bones. Please note down the backbone or the vertebral column is made up of 33 smaller bones, and these smaller bones are known as vertebrae. So all these 33 smaller bones, which is known as the vertebrae, and the duty of the backbone is to protect the spinal cord. And do you know the vertebral column help us to stand up right and maintain balance. So if you want to stand up and keep your body straight, you want the support from the uh, backbone, the vertebral column. You might have seen some people, especially the old people, they cannot stand upright. They always use they always walk bended structure with a bended structure, which means their vertebral column is not supporting them very much. Okay, due to some factors. So now we are going to learn about the rib cage. So the rib cage is like a box-like structure. It is curved. So the chest bone and the backbone join together to form a box-like thing which is known as the rib cage. Okay, which is rib cage. Chest bone and backbone join together form a small box-like structure which is known as the rib cage. So arranged in 12 pairs of the ribs. Not the point, which has 12 points, 12 pairs of the ribs, which consist of 24 bones. So 12 pairs of the ribs and 24 bones. So these are actually very thin, flat, and curved bones. So the rib cage are actually flat, thin, and curved bones. So the rib cage, as I mentioned earlier, which protects the heart from the injuries, right? So it is actually giving protection and also helps in respiration. So also helps in respiration. Please note down the importance of the rib cage within our body because which is giving support in respiration and protects the heart from the injuries. So you can see something in this middle, like middle, there is a bone which is known as a sternum. So the ribs are joined to the sternum in the front and to the backbone in the back. So which is like a box, a curvy box. So the last two pairs in this rib cage, which is known as the floating ribs, which means the two, right? The two pairs are not connected with the sternum, but the rest of the 10 pairs are connected with the sternum. So the two last pairs, which is known as the floating ribs, because they are not connected with the sternum. So now we are going to learn about the jawbone. I hope all clear until now. So please revise your note if you want to take a break. Look at all the notes and revise it one more time and let's continue with this topic. So now we are going to learn about the jawbone. So jawbone is our lower jaw and this is a U-shaped bone is the strongest bone of the skull. Okay, so the strongest bone of our body is the femur and the strongest bone in the skull is known as the jawbone. So which is the only movable bone in the skull and it holds the teeth. So as you can see in the picture, it is movable and it holds the teeth. See, it holds the teeth, right? And because of its movable structure, we are able to speak and eat and do the activities by using your mouth, like your jaw. So why the bones are so important to our body? What are the importance of our bones? So the first one is the protection. Second one is the support. Third one is the movement. And fourth one is the production of the blood cells. And the fifth one is the mineral storage. So the protection means which protects the internal organs in our body such as the brain, heart and the lungs and etc. Support. All organs are supported by the bones, right? Because we have a big inner framework, right? Inner structure inside our body, so which is helping and coordinate with the all organs within our body and movement. So all the voluntary movements such as swimming, jumping, like anything. If you want to use your body for doing any movements, which is known as the voluntary movements carried out by your hands and legs, right? So all these activities are performed by the combined action of the skeletal muscle, joints, and the bones. And the next one is the production of the blood cells. So as you know, you have RBC, white blood cells in your and platelets in your blood, right? So the RBC, red blood cells, are actually produced by a jelly-like structure in the bones. Inside your bones, you can find a jelly-like structure that is known as the bone marrow, and these are the structure which is responsible for the production of the red blood cells. So mineral storage, that is the last one. So which helps for the storage of minerals such as phosphorus, calcium and maintain mineral level of the body. So for the all the body movements, like for the healthy living, we need a lot of vitamins, minerals, and a lot of calcium in our body. So all these are produced by the bones, like which helps and maintain the balance of these minerals in your body. So let's revise. Which is the strongest bone in your human body? Which is the strongest bone? Is the femur. So which is the strongest bone in your human skull? That is the jawbone. And what are the parts of our forelimbs? Do you know? Please answer. Check your notebook and please answer. What are the parts of a forelimb? It's the humerus, ulna, and the radius. You're correct. And femur is connected to tibia and fibula through what? It's a knee joint. And define skeletal system. Please do that. Skeletal system is a framework inside our body, and which is responsible for doing all the voluntary movements, and which protects our body, like which protects our internal organs and providing the support and the strength to our body. So value based questions over here. So Sia, she's a girl, fractured her leg while playing. Doctor plastered her leg and advised her to take calcium tablets and milk regularly. He also asked her to get plenty of sunlight. Sia followed the doctor's advice. So what is a fracture? So fracture is like a breakage which is happening to your bones. That is a fracture. So why did the doctor advise her to take calcium tablets? Because the calcium is a type of vitamin, which is the type of a mineral which is required for your body and bones. So it will help Sia to heal the fracture easily. The calcium will help Sia to heal the fracture easily. So why did the doctor ask Sia to get plenty of sunlight? Through the sunlight, we can get vitamin D. It's a type of mineral. It's a type of vitamin. So which just helps to production of the calcium and which helps Sia to heal her fracture easily. So what value of Sia is shown here? Sia is an obedient girl. She trusts the doctors and follows the doctor's instructions, right? So be like Sia. And I would like to share some fun facts about the skeletal muscle. So, our body contains more than 600 muscles, and the largest muscle in your body is the gluteus maximus. And the smallest muscles in the body are in your inner ear. And some of your busiest muscles are those controlling eye movements because we always use your eyes, right? We use our eyes, so it's always busy. So the busiest muscles are present inside your eyes. So most of the heat produced in your body comes from muscle contraction. So if you are dancing or doing any kind of physical activities or you are playing, so your muscles keeps contracting, right? So the heat in your body is actually produced by the muscle contraction. And challenge of the day. What is the difference between the locomotion and the movement? Do you know? So the movement can happen within a part of a body, like within plants or humans, within a body part or as a whole. But the locomotion is different, which is actually a transfer of a body from one place to another place. That is why locomotion is only possible within humans and animals rather than the plants, because the plants cannot move. But the movements can take place within the animals and the humans and even in the plants. So let's play an activity. So do you know what is known as the longest bone in your body? That is the femur. Very good. And here, so the red blood cells are produced by a jelly-like structure called, what is the jelly-like structure? It is the bone marrow. Please note down. And here you can see the ribs are flat, thin and curved bones. Is this true or false? It is true. Very good job there. And well done. Excellent job. And let's continue. So we learned about the skeletal system, the skull, limbs, backbone, ribcage, and jawbone in this chapter. I hope all is clear, and please revise all the points which you have written on your book. So if you have any doubts, please comment below and I will help you to sort out the doubts. And if you like the session, please like, comment and share. And while reading, you have any doubts, please revise. Please rewatch the session and you will get at a better understanding. And thank you everyone for coming today. I hope you enjoyed the session and you understood the topic as well. And thank you. See you until the next week. Your teacher Naira is signing off. Bye everyone.